Imagine stepping into a car so quiet that the loudest sound you hear is the ticking of a clock. A car so luxurious that kings, presidents, billionaires, and celebrities all dream of owning one. A car brand that became a symbol of ultimate success around the world. But what if I told you that this legendary company started because two completely different men decided to work together? One was a brilliant engineer. The other was a successful businessman. Together, they created one of the most respected luxury brands in history. This is the incredible story of Rolls-Royce. The story begins in England in the early 1900s. At that time, automobiles were still new. Most cars were unreliable, noisy, uncomfortable, and constantly breaking down. Traveling long distances by car was often a frustrating experience. But there was a young engineer named Henry Royce who believed cars could be much better. Henry Royce was born into a poor family in 1863. Life was difficult. His father died when he was young, forcing him to leave school early and work to support his family. Despite these challenges, Royce loved engineering. He spent countless hours learning how machines worked. His obsession with perfection would later change the automotive world forever. Meanwhile, another man named Charles Rolls was living a very different life. Born into a wealthy family, Charles Rolls developed a passion for cars and racing. He became one of Britain's first automobile dealers and quickly gained a reputation for promoting new automotive technology. Although their backgrounds were completely different, fate would eventually bring them together. In 1904, Henry Royce built a small automobile that impressed everyone who saw it. The car was smoother, quieter, and more reliable than many competitors. When Charles Rolls saw Royce's creation, he immediately recognized its potential. The two men met for the first time in Manchester. That meeting would change history. Rolls loved selling cars. Royce loved building them. Together, they formed a partnership that combined business expertise with engineering perfection. Their company became known as Rolls-Royce. From the very beginning, they had one simple philosophy: build the best car in the world. Not the cheapest, not the fastest, the best. Every detail mattered. Every component had to meet the highest standards. Every vehicle had to be better than anything else on the road. This relentless pursuit of perfection quickly attracted wealthy customers. In 1907, Rolls-Royce introduced a car that would become legendary: the Silver Ghost. Many automotive experts consider it one of the most important cars ever built. The Silver Ghost earned a reputation for incredible reliability. During a famous endurance test, it traveled thousands of miles with almost no mechanical problems. At a time when most cars frequently broke down, this achievement seemed almost unbelievable. Soon, newspapers began calling it the best car in the world. That title would follow Rolls-Royce for generations. But success did not mean life became easy. Tragedy struck in 1910 when Charles Rolls died in an airplane accident. He became one of the first people in history to die in an aviation crash. The loss shocked the company. Rolls was only 32 years old. Many wondered if the business could survive without one of its founders. Fortunately, Henry Royce continued pushing the company forward. His dedication to quality remained stronger than ever. As the world entered World War I, Rolls-Royce expanded beyond automobiles. The company began manufacturing aircraft engines. These engines played a major role during both world wars and helped establish Rolls-Royce as a leader in engineering excellence. Over time, Rolls-Royce became famous not only for luxury cars, but also for advanced aerospace technology. Meanwhile, the automotive side of the company continued building vehicles unlike anything else on the market. Every Rolls-Royce represented prestige. Every Rolls-Royce represented craftsmanship. Every Rolls-Royce represented success. As decades passed, royalty around the world became customers. Presidents chose Rolls-Royce. Business leaders chose Rolls-Royce. Celebrities chose Rolls-Royce. Owning one became a global status symbol. Yet the company never abandoned its original commitment to perfection. Each vehicle was assembled with extraordinary attention to detail. Some interiors required hundreds of hours of craftsmanship. Wood panels were carefully selected and polished. Leather was hand-stitched. Paint finishes were inspected repeatedly to ensure flawless quality. Nothing was rushed. Nothing was left to chance. By the late 20th century, Rolls-Royce had become one of the most recognizable luxury brands on Earth. However, new challenges emerged. Competition increased. The automotive industry changed rapidly. Maintaining such high standards became increasingly expensive. Eventually, ownership of the company changed. In 1998, BMW acquired the rights to the Rolls-Royce automobile brand. Many people worried the legendary company might lose its identity. Instead, something remarkable happened. BMW invested heavily in preserving Rolls-Royce's heritage while introducing modern technology. A new manufacturing facility was built in Goodwood, England. The company entered a new era. Models such as the Phantom, Ghost, Wraith, Cullinan, and Spectre continued attracting wealthy buyers around the world. Despite advances in technology, the philosophy remained unchanged. Build the best car possible. Today, Rolls-Royce vehicles are known for extraordinary luxury. Their cabins are incredibly quiet. Their rides feel almost effortless. Many owners describe the experience as floating rather than driving. The company even offers extensive customization options. Customers can choose unique colors, materials, symbols, and designs. Some buyers spend hundreds of thousands of dollars personalizing a single vehicle. No two Rolls-Royce cars are exactly alike. That exclusivity makes them even more desirable. Yet perhaps the most inspiring part of the Rolls-Royce story is not the cars themselves. It is the lesson behind them. Henry Royce came from poverty. He had little formal education. He faced countless obstacles, but he refused to accept average. He believed excellence mattered. He believed details mattered. He believed quality mattered. More than a century later, those principles still define the company he helped create. The story of Rolls-Royce proves that true success is not built by cutting corners. It is built through patience. It is built through discipline. It is built through an obsession with doing things better than anyone else. And that is why Rolls-Royce remains one of the most respected luxury brands in history. Not because it followed trends, but because it refused to compromise on excellence. From a small workshop in England to a global symbol of luxury and achievement, the Rolls-Royce journey reminds us that greatness is often the result of relentless attention to detail. And sometimes, a commitment to perfection can create a legacy that lasts forever.